Hello Farmadale, and hello everyone, Skate here, and welcome back to the Spyro into the Dragonfly Let's Play. Now, I decided to start the part with a very ugly mug, but yeah, still swimming in the air, can go through the I guess level transportation thingies, but yeah, you can't start a level while you're in this glitch, so I actually had to go back. But that means we can now show how you actually stop the glitch, and it's really simple. You just go back in the water. But yeah, probably should have cut some of this out. That's probably a thing I'm going to say quite a bit about this. I did these recordings 2 years ago. Probably should have done a bit of a better job cutting out things. But yeah, we're going on to our third level, if you include the whole world, and I managed to get the thing there where the level starts, even though you're not standing on the UFO. But yeah, this is a crop circle country. It's a bit of a different level, sort of. I mean, there's been a few farm levels in Spyro. There's like Robotica farms, but yeah, this one's a bit different. I suppose it's a bit of a mix and match of some Spyro 2 elements, because we got the barnyard theme and sort of like the space theme stuff, and then there's actually a returning enemy that I'll talk about later. This level reintroduces the vases. There's a glitch you can do. If you flame the vase, you go straight through it while it's shaking. As far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna say I discovered the glitch. I tried putting it once about it on the Spyro wiki, and someone just undid the edit immediately, and I said, "No, it's a glitch here. Let me show you." The other strange thing in this game is every vase holds a 5 gem. They don't have any other gems in this game, and I guess maybe it's just that's a bit lazy. They just probably reuse the same kind of like code or something for the jars. This level, when I was younger, it used to make me feel a bit anxious. Oh, we got Akira. That's one half of the racing team represented Virtua Fighter. Maybe. But yeah, it used to make me feel a little bit anxious, because it's a sort of slightly eerie setting, like foggy farm at night, and the talk of aliens, because the farmer Dale says to you like, "Oh, they've stolen my cows and I'm next," and I kind of thought that the aliens were going to get him, and I had to like do something quick enough to stop that from happening. The fact that the aliens, well, they're just Riptocs in costumes, but the fact that they sort of just appear through the sort of like a tractor beam kind of thing, kind of made me jump a bit. And then I realised that the first enemy that you come across is just a fatty in a spacesuit, and I didn't feel as bad after that. I mean, the music's nice. It's a bit repetitive, this one. Sometimes you kind of forget it's there. I also used to find, I think what also helps is just those enemies run away. I think I've only ever seen them attack once, which is funny. So yeah, this level is quite a bit long, but to be fair, every level is very long in this game. We have a yellow baby dragonfly that's just gone through the floor. Yep, I see now why Ripto wants these dragonflies. They do have some very special powers. The powers of clipping. That's like the second or third time I've experienced that in this game. But surprisingly, despite the counter showing a yellow dragonfly, there aren't really that many in the game. There's a lot of them are green and orange, and the majority of them are blue because every challenge one is a blue one. But yeah. So yeah, that's the that's the fat Riptok enemy. If in case you're wondering, yeah, a lot of the enemies in this game they're all Riptoks. Oops. Like 90% of the enemies are Riptoks. The ones that aren't are all well, that hit detection there. All of them are actually just reused enemies from previous games. So like there'll be the one coming up soon, and quite a few more. I'll mention them when I come to them. But if you may have noticed, a few of these gems, there are 25 gems. Now, the strange thing is in this game, for some reason, the 25 gems have the exact same gem model as the 10 gems. So I don't know if that's just like a mistake, or they just didn't have time to make a 25 gem model. And then I got another weird glitch. Which actually I suppose would transition onto something I do want to mention is actually I prefer the gems in Spyro 1, like quite a bit about them. Such as I liked how the 5 gems were blue, and I did like the light magenta that was the 25 gem. But I also like the gem counter system, as in from Spyro 2 onwards, the gem count is just one big count and it's not specific for each level. And I preferred it when it was specific to each level, because then I knew how many more I needed left more easily without having to go into like the atlas or the inventory. Especially how in this game you don't get the 200 or 400 or whatever it is you pay to money bags. You don't actually get back at the end of the game. There's no like reward thing like in 2 and 3. So at the end of the game, your count is always 200 less than the actual amount of gems you collected. But I think we're coming up to, maybe coming up to a section I do remember well. Or it may be a bit later on, but regardless, the hay bales here, the ones that you can jump on. One of these, I once head bashed it. Once when I think it was like the second time I ever played through the game. And I just went straight through the hay bale. And fell through the floor and died, which was that was funny. And I think that's when I kind of just went, yeah, there's something not right here. Although there is a lot that isn't right with this game. But yeah, here's the space cows returning from Metropolis in Spyro 2. Nowhere near as threatening though. One thing I do think with the game is that the frame rate does chug a bit as well here because of the fog. But apparently there was a story of of a person getting a seizure, like a child getting a seizure from this game, because the frame rate was so, I don't know if it was so poor, if it was just because it was so inconsistent, but I never really remembered, like I do see it now as I'm older, but I don't remember the frame rate being that bad. And I think it was probably another cause, or probably something else going on as well. It seems a bit odd that something like that would cause a seizure. And I suppose if the kid is that prone to seizures from something like that, then maybe he shouldn't be playing video games. But I'm not his parent, so I can't tell him what to do. It might have been this hay bale that I head bashed. But yeah, this level is another example of just way too much empty space. But yeah, we're most of the way done. At least going through the level, the main part of it. The problem is that you have to go through the entire sort of like area twice. Because a challenge only appears after you've done the main objective, which requires you to get to the end of the level first. So not too far left, but yeah, we got another flame challenge. Only this time it's a super flame one. I don't know if they actually make the thing on the top of the challenge gate any different to show you whether it's a super flame one or not. But this one is, I don't know why they made this a super flame, because it's more easy than it's easier than the one that was a normal flame in the Dragon Realms. See, everything's ranged, and all the scarecrows are a lot closer to each other. I suppose one thing I could have done is gone through the challenge gate and then shot all the enemies with it. But they don't do anything interesting in this game, unlike the previous games where if you like shot someone with a super flame they go flying. That doesn't happen in this game. Plus the hit detection is a bit wonky. But yeah, we got the Dragonfly. We released a Dragonfly according to Sparks. I don't know how he knows and we don't. So yeah, we're coming to the end now. And yeah, we just have to. One thing I don't quite get is okay, so they've put the cows in the barn, but why not just go out the back, like the way that Spyro came in? Is it just because it's guarded by Riptox, or is there some other reason for it? But here's a slight flaw in the game system, which I was talking about, where if you want to get the Dragonfly for this, you have to go back and talk to him. It doesn't automatically talk to you.
Hey, it's Fiona.
So I know when I was younger, I missed quite a few Dragonflies just because I didn't actually turn around and talk to the person again. There's one thing that's a bit interesting. Oh yeah, here's the new challenge. So you just got to zap the cannons. Suddenly the farmers built these high-tech cannons. You know, the rural folk. I mean, I guess they're just smarter than they look. And I guess they just like being farmers or something. But who knows? Maybe Farmer Dell has a PhD in, I don't know what would it even be? Just physics, astrophysics. But yeah, so we just got to run through the level again and zap all these. And then there's this other challenge where we have to zap zap or flame the cows, and it's kind of like it's like a cattle prod. It kind of makes them go back to the farmer. I don't know if this is a glitch or just something that kind of went a bit wrong, but for some reason one of the cows doesn't run all the way there, back like completely. And if you leave them too long as well, they do run back. So I actually ended up running around for quite a while, and I just sat on a gem there. Because for some reason it didn't register one of the cows being there. But like sometimes they walk back on their own. Sometimes they don't at all. Look, he's got all these cows, but for some reason it said that he acts as if he doesn't. And I think it's because one of the cows is just like a slight inch from the place it's like meant to be. But an interesting thing with this level, which I just thought about, was notice the farmers, they're very human looking, and I don't know if humans have actually appeared in the Spyro series before. Because, unless if they're meant to be something else that just looks like a human, but they look very human to me. And I think the closest thing to humans we've had in the Spyro series are the robots in Metropolis. Or the robots in Robotica Farms. So I thought it was interesting that they have like some kind of human character in this game. And maybe there are humans in the Dragon Realms or something. So now I noticed that the one cow is a bit further away than the others, so probably just needs to run a bit further or something. But for some reason cows become fireproof. And then he just gives me it. I didn't even move the cow, so I don't know what happened there. And I don't know why there was a sudden camera change. But yep, we got Cedric Diggory. Although that one's blue, not yellow like Hufflepuff. It's his racist cousin, Cedric Bigotry. But now that we've got most of that sorted, still got the challenges to do that are left. So thankfully this game saves your progress on the cannon challenge, which I didn't think it would have. But yeah, we're going to go to the first light challenge gate,